Good evening and welcome to the news roundup for Tuesday the 20th of June. Before we get into the news, please remember to like this video, share your views in the comments, and share the video with your family and friends.
Reach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
Now for the news in detail. A man charged with a quadruple murder is among 8 high-risk detainees who escaped from the Black River Police Station lockup on Monday, triggering concerns about the security measures there. The man, Anwar Kirky Hines, has been charged in relation to the murders of 4 farmers in the Claremont community on May 27, 2015. At that time, the police had said he was believed to be the leader of a gang, which was a remnant of the infamous Stone Crusher gang. In July of 2015, he was found hiding in the ceiling of a house in Hatfield, Manchester, and apprehended. The other detainees who escaped on Monday are 31-year-old Oral Cole from Comfort Hall, Manchester, 34-year-old Richard Brown from Middle Quarters in St. Elizabeth, 38-year-old Alric Hutchinson from Brighton District in St. Elizabeth, and 34-year-old Dean Simpson from Turner Top in St. Elizabeth, who were all in custody charged with robbery with aggravation. 25-year-old Javan Sims from Copperwood, St. James, and 30-year-old Kenneth Stewart from Beacon Hill in St. Catherine were both being held for murder, while 29-year-old Demar Williams from Gravel Heights in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, is facing a shooting with intent charge. In a press release, the Constabulary's Corporate Communications Unit said officers were conducting a routine cell check at approximately 6 a.m. on Monday when they realized that the men had escaped. The police also said the Inspectorate and the Professional Standards Oversight Bureau is conducting an internal investigation into the circumstances of the escape and to reinforce preventative measures. Majority of the 19 police divisions in the country have recorded declines in murders nearing the halfway point in the year. 12 police divisions reported fewer killings between January 1 and June 16 this year, topped by a 57.9% decrease in Trelawney, according to the latest serious crime report published by the police. 8 murders were reported in Trelawney over the near 6-month period, compared to 19 for the corresponding period last year. St. Elizabeth was next with a 52% decrease, followed by St. Mary with 38%, St. Andrew Central with 37.5%, and the St. Catherine North Division, which saw a decrease of 37%. St. James leads the nation with 91 murders, but still saw a 16% decrease. St. Anne recorded the biggest increase in killings, moving from 21 over the corresponding period last year to 36 this year, for a 71% increase. The 52 murders recorded in Clarendon make the parish the second highest in the nation and represents a 52.9% increase year on year. Overall, Jamaica recorded 689 murders over the period, a 13% decline year on year, according to the police data. Jamaicans are being advised to keep a close watch on Tropical Storm Brett, as it has potential to affect the country. The Meteorological Service branch has stated that the storm may approach Jamaica by next Monday. Initially projected to become a hurricane by Friday, it is expected to weaken as it gets closer to Jamaica. As of now, Brett is located less than 900 miles east of the Windward Islands and is predicted to impact some eastern Caribbean islands with near hurricane strength on Thursday. Meanwhile, the Caribbean Examinations Council CXC says it is monitoring Tropical Storm Brett as it approaches the region. CXC says it is in dialogue with the ministries of education across the region as it relates to examinations that may be affected by the passage of the storm. For countries where governments have not ordered the cancellation of exams, all sittings are expected to be administered as normal. The regional examination body is urging stakeholders to follow the safety directives provided by each government. 63-year-old bee farmer Kenute Mackenzie from Hendon in Norwood, St. James, was shot and killed by unknown assailants on Monday evening. It is reported that about 6:30 p.m., residents summoned the police after hearing gunshots in a section of the community. The police responded, and upon searching the area, Mackenzie's body was found lying in blood along a dirt track leading to his bee farm. It is understood that the body was found with gunshot wounds to the upper region. The scene was processed and the body removed to the morgue for a post-mortem examination. Sagicor Bank intends to satisfy a court order obtained by Usain Bolt for the disclosure of transactions linked to the accounts owned by Jean and Panton, the sole accused in the alleged $3 billion fraud at Stocks and Securities Limited (SSL). Two financial institutions, Sagicor and the CIBC First Caribbean International Bank, have been given 14 days from around June 14 when they were served to fulfill the demands. Sagicor Bank will comply with any order from the Supreme Court to provide information regarding any transactions or account held at our company, the bank said on June 15th. Such orders are not unusual, and we will not challenge these court orders. When contacted, CIBC was terse, stating it has no comment to make. Justice Carencia Brown-Beckford granted the order on May 31st, but it was only served last week, according to Freighter Ennis and Gordon, the law firm representing Bolt and his holding company Wellgen Limited. According to the court order, Wellgen wants the banks to provide all accounts solely or jointly in Panton's name, as well as ones for which the former SSL client relationship manager is a signatory. Sagicor and the CIBC are to provide details of all transactions and copies of all records relating to all transactions and the transfers involving the accounts. The origins and the destination of all transfers are to be included. All credit card transactions, loans, and other credit facilities are also to be disclosed. Two St. James security guards were taken into custody on Monday following the seizure of an illegal gun along with a round of ammunition during a traffic stop in downtown Montego Bay. It is reported that about 1 p.m., the police were carrying out a vehicular spot check in the area when they signaled the driver of a Toyota Probox motorcar to stop. The driver complied and the vehicle was searched. During the search, a Taurus pistol fitted with a magazine containing a .380 round was reportedly discovered according to the police. The male and female guards were arrested in connection with the seizure. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigation. 22-year-old Omario Williams, otherwise called Popsy, was shot and killed by armed men along a section of the Portobello Main Road in the parish on Tuesday morning. According to police reports, residents heard gunshots about 9:25 a.m. and alerted them. On the arrival of the lawmen, Williams was discovered lying on his side along the roadway with multiple gunshot wounds to his upper body. He was transported to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The Denham Town police are seeking the public's assistance in identifying a man who was stabbed and shot to death on Sunday. Reports from the Denham Town police are that about 10 a.m. on Sunday, the now deceased and another man had an altercation, during which a knife was used to stab him multiple times. The suspect ran from the scene and minutes later returned with a firearm, which he also used to shoot the already injured man before escaping on foot in the area. The police were summoned and the injured man was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. The body is of dark complexion, medium build, and about 175 centimeters or 5 feet 9 inches long, and appears to be in its late 30s. The deceased man was clad in a white merino, a white t-shirt, blue short jeans, and sporting a dreadlock hairstyle. In business, the Bank of Jamaica has indicated that members of the public who encounter issues with the new banknotes can reach out to the central bank. The BOJ says all matters will be investigated and remedial action taken where necessary. The central bank made the indication while responding to a video posted on Twitter of a woman who claimed that defects emerged after she came into possession of one of the new banknotes. We have reached out to conduct an investigation into the matter, it said in response to the post. If anyone else has this experience, they can come down to the bank to have the banknote tested and replaced if it is deemed genuine, added the central bank. The new banknotes were introduced last week. And in sports, Everton striker Demarai Gray has been included in Jamaica's 23-man squad that will participate in the Gold Cup starting this weekend. Gray has long been linked with the Reggae Boys setup, but only got his passport recently and was included in the team that was released by head coach Emir Hallgrimsson in Monday's post-game press conference after a 2-1 loss to Jordan in a friendly international played in Austria. As expected, English Premier League players Ethan Pinnock, Bobby Reid, Mikel Antonio and Leon Bailey were included, as was teenage player Dujon Whisper Richards, who played in both games during the camp in Austria. And that is it for your news roundup for today. We would appreciate you liking this video, leaving a comment and sharing the video with your family and friends. Until next time, walk good, my friends.